All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
What's up? What's up? We back with another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. All right, y'all. We here to talk about Survivor 45.
What up?
Listen, I had to go get me a little drink. Not the type that y'all thinking of. A drink for me is...
He got some liquor.
An adult beverage.
Oh, that's liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's liquor. No. So the thing is, I had some cranberry apple in here. And so I needed to spike it with some ginger ale to give it a little kick after that ending of that episode. That we
I feel like spike is a crazy word to use. I feel like Allie hears spike for alcohol. I've never heard it with ginger ale.
It is, but because
he tripper.
Because that's what I say though. Because I'm going to continue to use that verbiage. Okay, so my normal cranberry and apple juice mixture was spiked with.
Eric talk about he spiked his apple juice with what?
With ginger ale. Thank you very much.
With ginger.
Yes, I did.
I'm Texas Steve.
So we're gonna just jump into this little episove and feel free to what?
Next, Eric's about to say, "Oh, I had shots of apple cider."
Oh, but I've never done that because y'all. For those who don't know, for the new subscribers that we got, the new 200,000 subscribers that we got, I don't drink, but I love me some sparkling Welch's, and I love me some sparkling Martinelli's apple cider. I've never taken them a
That's my
shot.
favorite apple juice.
Because that's the good apple juice.
It's expensive.
It is.
It's $40 for. Have you bought the big?
That's the one I get,
baby. It's like $37.
That's the one that looks like a champagne bottle, but it's just apple.
But yeah, we're talking about.
They got the sparkling one, but they got a jug kind of. Was glass.
Just regular apple juice. Yep. Yes, and it's a big jug, like a gallon jug of it.
Oh wait, the jug is plastic.
It's the plastic. The smaller ones are. They have a smaller one that's glass, and they got
But it's like $12 for a gallon, bro. It's high.
I didn't really look at the price, but I do know it's high.
I'll be looking at the prices.
All
of
them. So those are my favorite like drinks.
I'll be on my fingers like black math. This will do.
Some other people in this episode should have been doing some finger math, okay, and figuring out what to do when it came to these votes. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So we get back from the tribal council, right, where Byyyeee. Is it Sabaya? I forgot which one it is.
Sabaya.
I'm pretty sure it's Sabaya.
Okay. Oh, because I talked about this.
You and your Tracy bag.
No, because I know it's Byyyeee in person. Because I was like, why do I want to keep saying Byyyeee? Because I know it's Byyyeee. Hey, Angie. All right, come on back, friend. And you need to let us know when you have yours so we can pop over there.
All right.
But yeah, so.
Shout out West Coast.
It's ridiculous. Y'all West Coast. I need the West Coast to get it together. Now, Angie just late. I'll put you on first street, Angie. Because Angie is on Eastern time. So she should have been watching it. But she was probably at work or something. Because she worked hard. But yeah, so Sabaya. It's not Byyyeee. Sabaya was voted out. Blindsided. Idle in her pocket. So they get back to camp. And
robbed. She wasn't robbed.
She wasn't robbed. She robbed herself.
She did.
Love you, Sabaya, but you robbed yourself. So Sean gets he got a repentant spirit immediately. Oh, you guys, I'm so grateful to have you here. I'm so grateful that we're still here to have this journey. And I wish you guys would have known. I didn't know that this was how it was gonna go, and if y'all would have clued me in, and Sabaya was just running everything, and I'm so sorry. That's not how I wanted things to go. I don't want to hear that. You got caught slipping is what it was.
He's just giving hugs to the ops. It's like, they just duped you, and he's just like, I love y'all.
Right. He He was trying to hug and hold them all together, trying to make it seem like they all.
He's about to get an Emmy. I said, okay, so what you doing here with the acting?
They were
like,
they said, oh, he meant because he was on the outs and he got blindsided, and now he's trying to act like he had nothing to do, that somebody was controlling him, and that he was just
right.
So he's clocked, and they're like, well, hopefully we don't lose again, because you're going home. It's pretty evident at this point. If y'all were
going home, you're going home. Whenever I hear somebody say that, I think of Jerry and Big Brother. You're going home.
Oh my god. And so honestly, I didn't really feel too bad for Sean. I mean, I feel bad for him because like, dang, because he's working with our girl Sabaya, and Caleb working with the enemy, which is Emily. But I was like, you know what though, I can't really fault them for the move that they made, because it was for his better interest to get rid of Sabaya. And so after that part, they get to the tribe. Well, he bring all the tribes together. I'm sorry. They all come together. And when Jeff tells them that Sabaya was voted out, everybody's mouth on the ground, in the ocean, sailed away, floated away.
It's so weird because, I mean, we don't know the experience, but it's like they've only seen Sabaya from afar. Like, of course, it's shocking, but
and you know what?
That's exactly my thing. Like when they always be like, "Oh, y'all don't know her." I'd be like, damn. Like they were like shocked, like he got voted out. Like,
and here they go. Sabaya was just such a leader, and she was so strong, and she was.
Y'all know they woman.
How you know that? How y'all know what a leader she was? Did she tell you? Did Caleb tell you?
Like, did they talk in between challenge? I truly don't know.
We'll have to ask Davey when he get back on here.
And
we need beads. Because what's going on?
If Survivor had beads.
Oh. One at each beach.
Right, one at each beach.
It'd probably be so boring. I'm not going to lie. It would be boring.
Oh, probably.
It would be nice to have the option.
Cookies. Yeah, the few cookies would be nice. But what shocked me about, like, their reactions is Jeff was asking around, like, how do y'all feel? And I think, like Drew saying, oh, this means the game has officially started. And it's like, none of y'all have voted. None of y'all have went to tribal. And y'all talking like, oh, this was a big move of this season. Y'all don't know what be happening.
You don't know what be happening. And the game been started. Okay. The game started as soon as y'all landed on the beach. Well, no, when y'all touched on that boat, got up in that boat. Yeah, that's when the game started. The game was immediately started as soon as y'all touched the boat.
Yep.
So for them to even say that, it's like, oh, so y'all on easy mode. Okay. So that would have been clue for me on that tribe. I was like, oh, you don't think we've been playing a game? So that means you're comfortable. And why are you comfortable? That means you got a power or an idol or something. Because you should feel comfortable. Or both, right? Would that not have alerted y'all? Because I feel like that would have made me like, it's day 8, 9. We've all been playing the game.
It just was not adding up. Like, what's going on? What we missing?
Like, imagine they're a third of the way through Survivor. How many days is it? 26 now? Like, they're a third of the way through, and you got people saying, oh, wow, we didn't even think about starting to play the game. It's like,
right. Y'all got 2 weeks left. Talking about you ain't played the game.
2 weeks left.
They literally. Like Eli said, he using good math. Talking about a third of the way, because 3 9 make 27, and they only do 26 days. So yeah, a little over a third of the way. So yeah, y'all got 2 weeks left. You talking about you ain't started playing the game?
That is true.
What game you come to play? And what
y'all
you been
jury, baby?
Scavenger hunt,
basically.
Like,
according to half of these people that have left, yeah. Playing Kumbaya.
They playing something, but they weren't playing Survivor. But so after that, Jeff was like, oh, also, so before then, Sean was like, oh, I'm just being the only one here now. I don't know. I feel like my only chance to survive is if we get a swap. We get to the beach. I think it was Brandon. Is his name Brando or Brandon? Because Jeff called him Brandon.
He probably said Brando. You're just so stuck on Brandon. he's left such an impact because he was such a good player.
No.
I'm around. Treese need to go rewind that back and let me know what he said. But Brando was even like, oh, something, we have a feeling that there could be a swap, Jeff. And Jeff was like, well.
He started grinning.
Whips off the sheets. And
there is a feeling.
Come grab some buffs. So it's a silver platter with all these different buffs on it. Well, they in like a little bag or something. And so we are officially swapping tribes. Everybody get a little they pick up a little thing off the plate, open your little package up and see which one you got. For Lulu, they all ended up on different tribes. Caleb stayed with Lulu, yellow. Brando, Lord Jesus. What is his name? Sean moves to Reba red, and Emily goes to Bello blue. So Emily is in between two Rebas, two Bellos. Sean is stuck on a tribe full of Rebas, and Caleb gets stuck with a tribe full of former Bellos. And it's instantly like, if one of y'all's tribe loses for Sean or Caleb, it's easy for them to just stay Reba strong or Bello strong and vote y'all out. And I think that was the kind of consensus, because even before Jeff passed out all the buffs, Bello's like, no matter what happens, we stay Bello strong. We stay Bello strong. We stay
And it's
Bello
funny because it was Katura that said that. And it's like, I know you want to take the shot at Bruce. I know you've been waiting. It's been a long 9 days.
Baby.
She do.
And they do end up on a tribe
like
together.
They've been on there for 40 days, which is crazy.
We're a family.
And I'd be like, dang, you really can hate somebody that fast.
Andy said the fact that Emily's there almost makes her not want to watch.
Well,
bro,
listen, and
let me tell
don't
you, this what's it called? Tribe swap. What is it called?
The tribe
swap. The tribe swap was 100% in Emily's best interest.
Oh,
this is for her because, ma'am, you go home next. Yeah. You really been saved for the first 2. You got very lucky.
She got an angel watching after her.
Oh my God, she do. Because now you know what she can do. Because they said she was all mean and whatnot. They're like, oh, Emily's actually nice. She can just reinvent her whole self.
She did. You must have missed it because she did. She definitely reinvented herself, and we'll get to it.
Trying to be nice and sweet,
and the fact that she know it too. So before we get to that part, yes, I'm getting ready to get to Couture, Angie, because so they go back to the new tribes, right? And Caleb, so I don't use the word Riz. I can't stand it. It needs to be deleted from our vernacular. But his charisma and his social ability,
he got it.
Nearly
he got
impeccable.
the sauce.
He got the sauce. He got the sauce.
There you go. He got the sauce.
He's so sad. Whose song is that? Is that Rihanna? That's a Rihanna song. I got the sauce. Yeah, that's a Rihanna song.
I got the sauce.
Hey,
I'm so sad.
I don't know what song
you
it
just
is.
sing the wrong tune. I can't think of it, but I know what you're saying. That is Rihanna.
And real quick, Lulu, I know we haven't listed the tribe members, so they have Katura, Bruce, of course, best friends, Jake, who got saved, you got Kelly, and then Caleb. So we have KKK part 2. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Not another round of K's.
The K names are united again.
It's insane.
We don't call them the K's. That sounds better. The K's.
Right.
Not affiliated with D9.
Right. So Lulu tribe, right? Caleb is charming the pants off of all the Bello members, so much so that Bruce was like, I want to work with this
Now,
man.
wait a minute.
I want to work with him. And so Bruce started chatting him up. He was like, listen, bro, I know such and such, but I get good vibes from you. You seem like this, and this, and that. And I want to work with you. We want to pull you in. And you got Kelly, I believe. She's like, I'm kind of glad I was on, moving both sides on my chart with the girls and with the boys, because now it worked out either way, no matter how it would have went, with the tribe. And so she's with Kelly. She's walking with her. But before they even get to that, here go Katura they sit down at the fire, and they talking about the trip, the journey that they went on. And Bruce is like, oh yeah, I told him how we had to do this and do that. And Caleb's like, oh yeah, I'll tell you, Brandon said such and such. And Bruce was getting ready to say, she's like, I want to hear from him first. And I was like,
crazy statement.
Ooh,
crazy.
That was very pointed and very noticeable that you were like, I want to hear what he got to say before you say it, so I could corroborate what you said to us. But it didn't go unnoticed because Brother Bruce clocked it. He's like, I thought we were gonna be Bella Strong, but here's Katora. She's over here stopping Caleb before he get to speak, or before I get to speak. That lets me know that she doesn't believe what I said was the truth beforehand. And I'm like, Katora, you better get on code, or you be getting on that boat if y'all lose, because that's where she gonna be going. That's where she gonna be headed. If she don't get a clue, she gonna be up off this island in a minute. And so
don't forget your bags.
Don't forget your bags. And I just like, she is so on this man's head so hard. I don't understand it. Like, why would you get off?
She don't get off like that man at all.
Nope. And going back to Caleb in this, also in this moment, not only does Bruce pull him aside, Jake, he goes walking off with Jake. And Jake remembers him from back when they did the sweat, or I almost said sweatshop. What is that? Savvy, sweat or savvy? And so they kind of bonding, and they was like, "Oh, I got your back if you got me." And Jake, he know he ate this line. He was like, "Oh yeah, he knows he needs my help, and I'm learning how to be adaptable. Because in Survivor, sometimes you gotta learn to jump ship. It's a good thing I'm a swimmer." He just
with his Boston accent.
His Boston accent. And he knew he ate that line because he started cracking up after he said that. But
and I know because that was even in the season preview, and it's like, oh, that was a hard line when he said it.
Yeah,
and he
did kind of eat it,
but yeah,
I'm a swimmer. I like the little accent because I'm a Boston Rob fan, so it's like I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. So then, y'all, we jump over to the new Bello tribe, which is Eli.
Oh, that is Emily, who is by herself, and then you have the two former Bellos in Kendra and Brando. Then you have the two former Rebas in Drew and Austin.
Yeah. Okay, so this tribe, I already knew what was gonna happen. I said, with Emily being in the middle, I said she gonna have this power, and I don't want her to have this type of power. And immediately, what she starts doing, oh guys, I was on the bottom of my tribe. I didn't know where the boat was gonna go. Every week they were after me, and now I just feel like I get a chance to have a new lease on life.
Oh my god!
And I'm so grateful for you. Grateful for what, Emily? You don't even know them. And I just get to start over, start fresh. And they eating it up, and here she go in her confessionals. They don't know what was going on back in my tribe. They don't know all the trouble I caused and my attitude and my behavior and how I was kind of messing stuff up over there. This way, they get to, they had this old perception, and now it's like a whole new Emily, and they don't even know. Like, I get to start fresh, and here go Drew. Oh my goodness, I thought Emily was this such and such and such, but now she seems like a nice girl, and she's just
now
awesome.
She seems cool. Now, wait a minute.
And then
we talking about the same Emily.
She done took Caleb's PR skills. She was like, Caleb, he told me to not, go in and just get to know people and stop going in, trying to figure out and just immediately judging. Just get to know people for who they are. I said, so she used his PR skills to reinvent herself on this new tribe, which if it was anybody else, I probably wouldn't be hating as much. But because Emily should have been gone episode 1, night 1, I'm going to be hard on her still. She got a lot to prove before I ever get up off her neck, if I ever do, which I ain't never got off of Ricard's neck. So it's probably not likely that I'll get off her neck.
So, I feel like she's the first pure villain in a while, though, where I would say I like that facet of it. People might say Shan was not a villain. Shan was fun to watch.
Shan was not a villain to me.
Same.
Shan
played the game how it should be played.
Shan was,
she was cutthroat, but I wouldn't call her a villain.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
I feel like Emily just be Emily be wilding, but you know what?
Listen, she listened to her PR coach Caleb, And so she done smooshed them all over. And here go Drew and Austin down here at the way. Angie, I'm staying. Okay,
I'm staying
exactly.
on her neck.
Staying on that neck. Exactly. And here go Drew and Austin. They down at the well. Well, I feel like we'll all be good, but if we lose, we need to make sure we got Emily with us. And so she chose us over the 2 former Bello members. I mean, yeah, it was two Bellos.
Yep.
So that way we'll be good no matter what. And he's like, yeah, we'll be fine because, we got an idol. We got a safety without power. We got a goodwill advantage. But, it's not bad to have. But just in case, we also want to just have that extra number so we don't even have to use that. And so they go talk to Emily like, Emily, we just feel good vibes from you, girl. And we just want you in here with us. Like, this need to be a 3. This can be us. We can run this game. And she's just like, oh yes, I thought that too. And just grabbing all on them, rubbing all up on them.
Listen,
this I felt like a
listen, if I want to be in alliance with somebody, I would love to be in alliance with somebody that everybody hate. Because if something go down,
oh, it's all Emily. Emily's the reason.
Yeah.
That'd be the problem. A lot of people, excuse me, they want to be in alliance with people they like. Sure. Put the people you like, but you also need to put somebody in there with you.
It's easy.
Maybe I'm gonna stay on Emily Hill. No, that's my bestie. Y'all wanna?
Oh no, you got my bestie out. No, my bestie's gone.
Don't worry, I won't hold it against you.
So yeah, but they're all like Angie mentioned, they are like-minded. Those 3, Austin, Drew, and Emily. So it's like they make it to the dang merge. She has just completely who she was nobody's gonna remember that. And even if the old people who do remember, which her tribe is gone, so nobody's left to remember how she was, except for her boyfriend Caleb, and he already likes her. So that old Emily's image is gone out of everybody's mind if she's here later in the game. So it just goes back to show you the trickle down effect. If you don't make certain moves earlier in the game, certain people make it much further than what they probably would have or should have. And I just have this sneaking suspicion she's going to be one of those people. So
probably
thanks to their blunder, Lulu's cracked behind for not getting rid of her when they should have. And so we move from them, and then we get is it Reba? Yes. Reba Red.
A single mom who works too hard.
Who loves the kids. We're never gonna stop singing.
That's 4 episodes that we've done in a row.
It's such a fire song. Like
it is.
It's so top tier. Shout out to Reba.
So
and on that tribe, of course, you got Sean, who's all by himself, and you got Sifu, D, Julie, and J Maya.
Okay, so yeah, we got those. Period, Angie. 2 people would have been home. That's what we said. They both would have. Hannah and Emily on that boat.
1 and 2 together,
hand in hand.
Don't forget your bags.
So on this Reba tribe, you have the ladies, like he just mentioned. They all, and then Seafood from Reba, and then Lone Sean, bless his heart. But J Maya
got a confessional.
She got a confessional.
Finally.
I like J Maya. She was thinking straight. She was like, I like Sean. They started to bond. And it seems like she wanted him to stay over Seafood. And so she went back to the girls and like, listen, I know we talking about Reba strong, but we might have to get Seafood up out of here and keep Sean. And
she do not like Seafood.
She don't like Seafood.
Nico.
Which is crazy because since both of y'all was on the outs on your tribe, I don't know if you noticed.
You were 5th place.
Look, sis, I don't know if you noticed.
Maybe you were almost gone.
Right. I'm like, I don't know if you noticed, but sis, you in the same.
You ain't got an alliance.
So it was almost comical that she was going back. So again, who knows what happened in between the time. Yeah, she just clueless. I like her too. But so she was trying to tell the girls, D and Julie, she's like, yeah, we might have to keep him. And they were like, okay, yeah, we can kind of see it. But Julie was like, but what about those challenges? Seafood strong. We may need him for the challenges. So we'll just have to see how he performs because we don't really know. But before then, when Sean left down at the beach, why they go through this man? They said, we got to make sure he ain't got no idol, nothing. So they go through this man bag.
Baby, they were going through that bad.
Sean like me because I set traps, so he didn't set it good enough because he tied it in a certain way that you can't just randomly just tie it back. So they had to practice how to braid the the knots back the way he had it. Then he had his
That's
shoes.
smart that they practiced though. Yeah, I would have been like,
right, and he would have known.
Would have got in trouble.
Yeah.
Would have got caught.
And so he said, I don't know if it was intentional that he set a trap to see if anybody's gonna, do his bag, but he had the braiding of the strings. Then he had his shoes organized a certain way. He had his shirts in there a certain way. He had everything just organized, and they were like, "Why do you have it like this? He must got something to hide." And they was like, ain't got nothing. He just a neat person." But listen, side note, I set traps like that because I need to know if people messing with my stuff. So when I was in college,
definitely,
and I didn't really like my roommate at first. Well, we was cool, then we wasn't cool, and I just and so I was leaving. This was like my first time like leaving for the weekend. I knew I was gonna be gone an extended time. So what I did was I had an iron, the iron, old fashioned. I don't know if folks still use irons anymore. I had an iron and I set it.
Do you say you don't know if people use irons?
I use a steamer now.
Wait,
I
what?
Too.
Yeah, I steam.
Oh, child, it'd be traveling with your steam. Make sure you bring that to California.
I will. So
I got 2 irons. I got one that's upstairs and one that's downstairs.
We got one. I just don't use it. But a lot of people, you'll be surprised, y'all, listeners, viewers, that folks don't use iron or don't know how to use an iron these days.
I barely know how to use it, but I be using it.
So I put the iron very close to like the door of my wardrobe in there, and then like I tied the string around like the handles or something. I forgot what I did. But when you open the door, it would make the iron fall down. And when I got back, and I like set a certain way, and when I got back, he was like, your iron almost hit me. I said, yeah, because what was you going to my wardrobe for? I wasn't trying to I said, yeah, because you're supposed to be over there. So yes, if it almost knocked your head out, it was supposed to.
Dang, Home Alone. Setting traps. That's crazy traps, to me.
Because what is you going through my stuff?
Setting traps.
Yes.
I'm cracking
setting traps. Yes. Again, I'm a mastermind. That's why they need to cast me on this show. I'm thinking, who thinks of stuff like that? Who does that?
No one else. No one else.
I think of these things. So they don't find nothing in his bag, and so they kind of feel more comfortable with him. But anyways, it seems like the ladies will be on board. Julie and Dee will be on board with Jay, even though Julie's clocking. She's like, "Oh, Jay pushing this real hard. I don't know if I like that. She's trying to flip so quick for somebody we don't know. But depending on how the challenge go, we may have to go ahead and work with her and take out seafood." Right. Which I don't know why Miss Julie, Mama Julie acting brand new, because ain't that who y'all was trying to get out anyway? Is that not who they were targeting on their tribe? But I digress. And then we get to, let's see what happened after that. So the blindside, they want the blindside seafood. Emily getting the power between.
It's pretty much rehashing everything we went through with these new tribes.
Yeah.
That's where Drew and Austin confirmed their push for Emily. Yep. We cut to Lulu, and that's ultimately Bruce randomly told Kelly, "Hey, you're my number one."
Yes.
Where'd that come from?
Uncle Bruce.
Nowhere. No, you know what? That's him grasping at straws. I guess he did build a little bit with Kelly trying to play the middle. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, man, you got Jake. Like
we know Jake, your number one. Quit playing.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, I don't know if I believe it, but hey, I'll take it for now. So that's when they were walking down the beach. And that's when Katura spotted them. She was like,
there's no way Sean quits. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. No way. Girl. We have 2 Hannahs in one season.
Angie.
Girl, I ain't going to lie to you.
He quit.
He brought his bags to travel for a reason. Well, that's my favorite Suburban line. Don't forget your bags.
Don't forget your bags.
Do not forget them.
We might have to make that a segment. Don't forget your bags.
Don't forget your bags.
So thank you, Eli, because I was looking around. I was like, it seems like
it seems like repeats. And then of course there's another Katura push for Bruce, where she literally went to Caleb, I believe, and was like, you know what?
Yep.
We're kumbaya, but we all hate Bruce. And by we all, I mean
me. And
she just like me.
No, because I'm about to find this tweet.
And when I say everybody,
Sarah, I believe Sarah, she did it from Nerdtainment, I believe that's her thing. But she had a tweet, and I was cracking up. That's from what Byyyeee said. Not Byyyeee. Oh, Jesus, these names gonna mess me up. Katura, Lord Jesus, I'm about to find it. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I was cracking up. She said, yeah, Sarah from Nerdtainment. She said, Katura said he cracked his head and we all got sad. Yay, his head is fixed.
Baby, when I tell you I hollered, I had to double back. I said, she did just say, okay, your head cracked, speaks. Now move on.
Has she even had a non-Bruce confessional? You know, I think she had one episode 1 on how she's a lawyer. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all I know. Outside of that, she hates Bruce, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I hate it. But you know what? It's funny. It's because
she needs to get on code. She ain't on code. And the thing is, sis, you focusing on Bruce, you being so adamant that he's the one that gotta go, is gonna get your behind sent home. Because what Caleb was gonna do is run that right on back to Bruce. And what's gonna happen is y'all gonna lose.
You're gonna be in trouble.
You're gonna be in trouble, and rightfully so, because you see what happens to Sabaya. You ain't on code. You gone.
And the way this edit is talking, Bruce is gonna take you out because at least Bruce has a little bit more.
Bruce got power, something that you don't have, sis. So unless you mysteriously found the Bello idol and we don't know about it, you gonna be in trouble. Is Reba about to do what Lulu should have done? Angie,
we won't spoil. We won't
just
spoil.
wait, because I said the same thing. I said, "Come on, Reba. Come on, Reba." Eli, could we just get into this immunity challenge? Because we ain't no sense of holding up like the show did.
I got you. I know this challenge took so long to start. It
did. It really did.
But pretty much what this challenge was, you got to swim to this little box. New challenge, you got to climb into the box.
I liked it though.
And then you got to carry this giant bamboo box all the way through the water, all the way across the sand. And from the start, Lulu kind of gets ahead.
They was eating, huh?
They were eating. They were a solid 8 crates ahead of both Reba and Bello. And I'm like, hold up. You got Caleb leading the way,
leading the charge
in that box. And the other tribes, I'm not going to say struggling, but they're just moving a little bit slower.
Reba was behind for a minute now.
Reba was behind, but if I know one thing, Seafood was carrying.
Seafood carried because Jeff said it multiple times. Seafood with a burst of energy.
This man was just taking steps. I swear, I wanted to rewatch it. I swear there's a point where Sean, he had one hand on it. He was chilling. I'm like,
I'm cracking up because I was watching that and I was like, I can't remember who it was that was in the middle. She was just like this. I was like, oh, that would have been me. I was like,
listen, if he did take his hand off, I said, not the Easter egg.
Oh my God.
Not the Easter egg for him getting ready to head on out. Yeah, I feel the same, Angie. Exactly. 90 minutes for foolishness.
This episode should have been 28 minutes tops.
20.
Honestly.
That's why when I was getting
just the Gen V episode, make it shorter.
Yes, for sure.
That's why I was looking through my notes. I was like, wait, so what happened after that? And then you it's just
90 if it's warranted, but this was not warranted.
You really read my mind because as you were talking, I was like, dang, did you take my notes? Because
I was looking at my notes and I'm like, wait, hold up, Emily's in a power spot and
we already talked about that.
Look, so that's it.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish it. Yeah.
Going through the challenge, you pretty much got to set this crate up perfectly. And Jeff was on it. Jeff was like, no, it's not there. You got to pull it back towards you. I respected Jeff. But
once you get the measurements.
Exactly. But once you get it set up, all you have to do, you got to hoop a little bit. You just got to shoot 3 baskets from within the cage. Or one thing I missed, you got to dig a hole under the cage so someone can get out. That's going to be your rebounder.
That was crazy. I think dig a hole. What if you end up swallowing sand? I was so shook. No, y'all not putting me under no ground.
I liked it. That was such a cool twist to something they do a bunch.
I'm not going under that ground unless I don't know what's going on. I'm not on this earth no more.
The good thing is you're going to be the one that's the shooter.
Definitely, for sure.
I'm not shooting nothing, but Caleb, listen, in all his glory, one thing he must have found some conditioner out of that. He started making conditioner out of that coconut water because his hair has not lost shine this entire time, no matter how much dirt
he done made him a little mixture, huh?
He got something because his hair looks great, and he out there shooting the basket. Boom, sinks the first
bucket,
whoosh, sinks another one, airball the third one. But that's okay. And shoot,
by this point, Reba and Bello are just kind of getting set up and digging. They might have been digging at this point, but they were that far behind where Caleb had all the time. He could miss a couple shots.
Right.
Nothing was happening.
But like Angie said earlier, if it's a basketball challenge, with the last two have been basketball incorporating, or at least one of the challenges, he gonna win it.
This is what JD was supposed to be.
This is who JD was supposed to be. And JD got voted out and disappeared from the world. I DM'd him and he still never messaged me back. And we from both from Oklahoma. Like
he said, I'm done. I'm done with survival.
So Caleb sinks the third shot, winning Lulu their very first immunity challenge of the season. Good for them. Clap it up for Lulu.
Boop, 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 boop.
Then who was next, Eli?
Then the shooters that were shooting was Austin for Bello and Sifu for Reba. And I'm sorry, I just have to say, there's a point where Julie was getting the rebound, kept throwing it at the cage. I'm like, Julie,
right, girl,
what are you doing?
Pick it up, hand it to him, throw it over. But both of them are shooting. Austin knocks down two immediately. I started making fun of Reba when I was watching because I'm like, Sifu ain't got no form. He got the ball.
Baby, Sifu.
All this stuff he be doing with that machete.
Sifu was shooting like a woman that don't know how to play basketball.
Sifu shooting like a three or trying to shoot. You know how they try to shoot the ball up and try to get it out there.
Literally,
like little league. Like you haven't learned the form yet, so you're like, what you got.
You just have to throw it. You just have to. He was throwing it, not shooting it.
He thought he was on Dragon Ball Z. Tri-beam.
Cut it. No, he said Dragon Ball Z.
But the crazy thing is, he caught up. Like, got to a point where he made one. I thought it was editing, but then they showed him actually make a second one. It's like, oh, it's coming down to the wire. Austin couldn't make it on the higher hoop, but finally he makes it. Bello wins, and Reba lost and are going to tribal and lost their Flint. And Lulu now has Flint.
Terrible shame. Terrible shame.
Austin good though.
Austin won another immunity competition.
Right, for his tribe.
Wait, can I say one thing? I know this is going a little bit forward, but Sean kept saying throughout the episode, oh my gosh, I'm joining Reba. They won so many comps in a row. Well, one, you've lost every comp, so they couldn't have lost. And two, I'm not going to say Austin was carrying, but Austin was there.
That's the only difference. I said the common denominator, sir, in losing is you.
It's looking like you.
Because they have the whole tribe with the exception of Austin and Drew. Wait, where the other people go? Oh, because it went down to 5. I was like, wait, how they lose 2 people? Because I forgot they had 6 people and they moved it to 5. I was like, now how they lose 2 people? But we know Drew wasn't doing much in them challenges like that unless it was like a little puzzle or something. So Austin carried. And so you need to go. Honestly,
I know something else you can carry.
Anyways.
I ain't say nothing.
Eli leaves the chat. So
I said that under my breath. I ain't even think I heard that.
No, we heard it. So we get back to the camp, and
Reba might pick up everything. Now
it do. So you got Seafood, he's talking to Sean, and Sean's, just telling him how he's grateful to be there, how he's trying to get to know everybody. And Seafood's like, I'm a good reader of energy. And Sean has great energy. He's a good guy. X, Y, and Z. Too bad we're Reba Strong. And he all but told Sean, it's great to meet you, but I'm going to have to vote you out tonight.
You going to have to go.
You're going to have to go. Like,
nice and to meet you.
I was a little bit proud of Seafood because I believe he had a confessional where he was like, you know what? End of the day, like, I feel like it's me if it's not Sean almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, with the self-awareness, knowing you're at the bottom, even though I feel like he might trick himself into thinking he's at the top. But I guess he said it could have been me. So I don't know if he was so for sure on that.
Right. Because after that little, little move, not move, but like that conversation he started having with the girls talking, and they were like, I think we need to just get rid of Seafood and just keep Sean. And Julie was pushing back. She was like, but the challenge, where's all the strength? Julie ain't trying to come back.
Julie cooking. Julie's not wrong. I'm not gonna lie.
She's not. And I too, from the beginning, I was like, yeah, Seafood, you doing the most, brother. You gotta go. But I'm thinking logically, and I'm thinking tribe strength. We need to win these challenges.
Yeah,
based on his performance. He
needs to be a very, very big help. Like,
because looking at them
he
cages,
he might be doing the most, but brother picked that cage up. You know what I'm saying?
Because they weren't gonna pick that up.
I don't know if that was Seafood. That was Nico that picked that cage up. I don't
know Nico was picking the cage. And so
look, imagine you moving. You'd be like, oh, I'm gonna call Seafood to help me move. Seafood. No, I'm gonna call Nico.
Nico
got some bass in it. Nico picked that cage up.
Nico gonna be picking up the washer and dryers by himself. The couches on.
Oh no, I got it. Oh, you want me to get on this side? No, I got it.
I got it. Yeah, just like that. I got it. Oh, you ain't gotta worry about it. I got it. I got it. So Nico, they need Nico. Okay, Julie wants Nico for the challenges, and I'm with Mama Julie. It makes complete sense, especially this challenge. Even though y'all lost, y'all would have lost worser. Okay. If it had not, even though worse is not a word, which y'all know from that, it went from worse to worser. And that's how it would have been without Nico. And so she was pushing back on it, but it seemed like she was going to acquiesce and go ahead and vote out Seafood and keep Sean. And that's the confessional you heard, like, because Sean was like, they could all just be playing me and really be Reba Strong, but at this point I gotta just trust that they're with me. And that's when Nico or Seafood had his confessional, meaning like, oh, like we seem to be tribe strong, like we're good. Sean gotta be the vote, but they could be playing me to make him feel comfortable, right. Making me feel like we're good, but really, keeping him. So yes, good for awareness on his part. They get to tribal council.
Oh.
And
oh Lord.
What are they even talking about?
I just saw your comment, Angie. I wonder how Couture would do with Seafood. Because she went on and on and on.
Her ever loving mind. She would self-evict herself onto that boat.
We have a third quitter. Because she was like, he did it in his pockets. He's smiling over here. He laughing at this. He making this joke. He twisted over here. He doing this. He did an
air guitar.
Like that heat is getting to her, child. That heat getting to her.
I said Couture is as fed up with Bruce is as Sari is fed up with Big Brother.
Yes, for real. Done.
And I get it, sis. People can be annoying, but you an attorney. You gotta keep your mind need to be on the prize.
I love the negativity. We thrive off of negativity.
You know what I thought you said?
Oh.
Yeah, I thought he said negativity. Too. Me too.
And I was like, Eli, I don't think I've ever heard you say that word.
I like that.
Yeah. No, fact. I was like, negativity. Yeah. Yeah. Where's TJ from the challenge?
Just in case y'all don't know, Eli is black.
He is. He's just a little pale.
Somebody's gonna be on there like Eli. Just because he likes
podcast.
Oh no! Oh, I'm out of here.
And the rest of them is anti-black.
It's been nice knowing y'all.
Oh Lord.
Oh, right, because TJ would not have it. Okay,
right, quickly.
TJ would have yelled at everybody.
Right.
Why did you come out here and waste our time? Well, leave. Oh, let me go hug her. Get your ass out.
Yeah.
And I know I'm jumping forward, but I blame Jeff for not getting on Hannah.
I do. He should have.
You got to establish your president. We are not allowing quitting.
He should have all but cussed her out.
Should have went to the next challenge and said, Hannah quit and asked for her tribe. Don't y'all hate that? She ruined this experience.
Yeah, but that's the energy he should have had. Thank you. People know you every day, Angie, and this is $1 million. You can't stand a little bit of annoyance. Okay, what you should. People don't understand. What is the old adage? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. So if this is somebody that you don't really like, the best thing for you to do is pull them in, get as close to them as possible. So that way you know that they're not really coming for you, and that you can, and then when you need to, knife them in the back when necessary.
Right. And
so, yes. So we at this tribal council. And they all went in with a plan. They told, I almost called him Sarah. They told Sean, hey, we're going to be all talking about Reba strong, Reba this, Reba that, but you're good. We just have to make Seafood comfortable, which I don't really know why they had to, because he's one person. They didn't want to pull a shot in the dark.
They know he doesn't have an idol.
They know he got
shot in the dark. I always forget about that.
Right. They know he don't got an idol. So the shot in the dark. But anyways, so they going, because that was J Maya's biggest pitch. What if Seafood got something? That she don't, that's how she clueless she is. I just realized she don't know that they know that Seafood ain't got nothing. That's why they weren't worried about what she talking about. Now it makes sense. But then her vote didn't make sense, and we'll get to that. So they're in the tribal council, and Jeff is like, well, this is a unique presentation. You got one former Lulu, the rest of Reba. So wouldn't it be easy for y'all to stick together? And here they go. Yeah, Jeff. I mean, it's nice to get to know you, Sean, but we only know you for 24 hours. The rest of us, we've been here for 8 days. I mean, why would we turn on this? And
that would have made it easy. Yep. You go.
Yeah. And they were just hyping it up, almost putting it on a little too strong. I was like, my antennas would start raising a little bit.
Get a little suspicious.
And so because they were putting it on thick, oh yeah, we got the bonds that we have. This part we don't really know you, and we just so close, and they try to be as kumbaya. So I don't think they lying on that aspect. But I was like, okay, so they're definitely voting out Seafood. Unfortunately, I mean, fortunately for us, because I did want him to leave, but unfortunately for him, because he's about to get blindsided. And then, he asked Sean, he's like, so how do you fit in this position? Like, what do you do? Because they were like, honestly, there's nothing he could have done, Jeff. He didn't do anything wrong, but there's just nothing he can do. So Sean, how do you feel about that? He's like, I just can only be myself. I went in here trying to make, connections and relationships where I could, and all like it. That's all, and hope for the best, and hopefully try to pull somebody to my side if I could. Not really sure. And what did y'all say? I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of these Modern Survivor players are always doing too much. They do be doing the most. And speaking of the most, before we get to the vote, Jeff was like, so, Sean, if this is your last night here, based on what they're saying, it's looking like it's you. So if this is your final night, what do you have to say? He starts grabbing their hands. And he starts
pull out the red carpet because
soliloquy.
This man put on a show.
His sermon, his soliloquy, and the tears of Jeff. Growing up in a conservative,
I thought he was putting on a show. Like, oh, he laying this on thick.
I was trapped. I didn't get to be myself, and I'm like, yes, lay it on, get on, rope them in, and now
manipulating these people. I was like,
right,
come on.
And now, I can be myself, and I'm able to be myself, and all this, and just going through this experience. I'm grateful for you. You only know it for 24 hours, but you great. Hey, throw it in there. I'm grateful for all of you. No matter what happens, it's been an amazing experience. And
shout out your story.
All of it. This is another finale speech. This is the same. If you make it to the end, another final tribal council speech. And all this and da. So, Jeff, I'm going to just let them know now they can vote me out so I can go home to be with my husband.
Like, oh, man. another Hannah
I
hug.
said, now wait a minute.
And what
You want to do what?
Whose man's is this?
Okay,
Whose
like,
man's is
Did
this?
I hear
a part
him
of the plan for you to be like, ooh, you know, so they can catch seafood. But I'm like, hold on, this don't sound like you playing though. What's up, guys?
He said, I'm going to ask y'all. He said, y'all four can stay together and vote me out. I said, am I tripping? He asked to go home. I said, he's quitting.
Something's in that Fiji water.
He's getting ready. They were not even voting you out. You were going to stay.
Let me tell you, you know what Matt gonna do when you get home? What the hell is you doing?
Here.
Right. And it's crazy.
Where the money at?
Because, I mean, of course, again, I'm going to reiterate, don't know what it's like on the island. Don't know how tough it is. But you're a third of the way through. Like, you've been there for a week. And I know you haven't been eating that much. I know you haven't had fire, which makes it tough. But, like, you only got 2 more weeks.
Right. So, exactly, Angie, don't sign up if you can't be away from your person for 30 days. And Josh, yes, I just found this out. But the gag is he's still not going home. He's going to Ponderosa.
He got to stay there?
Yes. So he's still not going. Yes. So the gag is you're not even going home to your husband. You're going to be here.
They make him stay?
Yes.
What?
Because that's just how they do.
Oh, so they don't know who left.
Everybody's done. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
And I don't know. And shout out to, I mean, his speech and him telling his story. Beautiful. And I don't know if he just got overly caught up in it, and he's just like, I have to keep building. So you know what? Vote me. Like, no. Cut yourself off. You're good.
That was a choice. No, to tell them that you all four.
Period. That's it right there.
Where is this money?
Where the damn money at? Do you know these? You know we got these bills, right? I know. I already picked us out a new house with new chinas and everything. I got new silverware. I'm supposed to just leave this in my house.
I was counting on you to come home with that Millie. I didn't got us new cars.
At least he can hang out with Hannah.
Like, they can go on a separate trip once jury start. Like,
period.
I guess. But I was just so floored and caught out the blue because I was not expecting that. Because I thought he wanted, old girl, she had Ponderosa too. Was during that time. So he asked to quit. Jeff's face said, huh?
Yeah, you can talk because wasn't nobody expecting that, is it? And by the look on Jeff's face, though, you know how I feel like they kind of like have an inkling. Because it looked like with Hannah, he wasn't that surprised. But he was just like, now, wait a minute. What the hell you doing?
He said, am I hearing you right? Well, it's like that Monique clip. What did say?
Nah, just playing. Vote seafood.
Honestly.
That would have been funny.
Because I was thoroughly shocked. So I guess that was the biggest shocker of the episode because I was not expecting him to quit. Especially not after that such a heartfelt sermon soliloquy that he gave. I mean, it came from his soul. I was gonna vote for him. I thought I was vote for him to win the game. That's how I thought we were. If I were trying to, tribal council, final tribal. That's how mad I am. I can't even talk right. I was like, oh, I'm about to hand you the check. That's how good it was. Jeff should have been on Sean's head like he did Colton the second time he quit.
I know y'all might not know Colton.
Don't.
Jeff was laying it on, I believe it was in Redemption Island or whatever. Jeff was on his neck. I can't believe you're doing this. You're a horrible person. Quitting again. How dare you get on this show and do this? And then we just had 2 quits.
Yeah, Jeff, he got soft over he got all this smoke when they had the challenges, and then he had all this smoke for Claire when she was on that bench.
CBS is soft. I don't even think it's Jeff, honestly. Hey, Jeff, you can't be that mean anymore.
He say what he want to say any other time. He the executive producer. He can say what he want to. But he gonna be on that podcast tomorrow, going fussing. In, I'm sure. Fussing, right? Mm-hmm. Just like somebody, mama, daddy, don't say nothing. And then as soon as something, here they go fussing in the house or something. Like you ain't say nothing all week. Now you want to be fussing. So he gonna be fussing on the podcast. But I said it's funny because I know as soon as after this second quit, he was like, we need to have a meeting with the casting team and the rest of production. We gotta stop this right now. Because whoever all these people y'all picking, They quit my show.
If anybody else quit,
we need
close the whole show. I would say nobody getting the middle.
Yes, Trees. I was gonna say that after that,
ain't nobody getting it. How about
scrapping
that?
it? New people scrap this season. I'm sorry, because that would piss me off. Really?
Yep.
And I know people say they didn't take nobody. You took a spot. And I'm not talking about spots from people who never got cast or chosen, in the final rounds. I'm talking about those alternates that made it and could have been on the island and wanted to play the game and whatnot. That's who spots you took.
Baby, ain't no way nobody asked me, "Will you write my name down?" No. Unless you was the person we discussed about getting out. I write it out.
And that's exactly what
you want to leave.
Thank you, Eli.
You walk your ass out the door.
So
walk your ass out the door. I'm not voting you up.
Shout out excited. Shout out to D and Angie. I was with you because Angie mentioned, she was like, "Oh, is Reaper about to do what Lulu should have did night one?" And I was like, "Yes," because D was like, "Seafood." They were looking at each other. And she was like, "Seafood." I was like, "Yes, D, yes. Stick with it. We are not about to let somebody quit and miss this opportunity to vote somebody else out. This one, you want to quit? You quit tonight. You can pack your bags and go with Seafood
Y'all
tonight.
Can go together.
Y'all can
the
go
boat
together.
about to leave in 30 minutes. Feel free to get on it with them.
If that's what you want to do. But as for me and my vote, I'm voting Seafood out tonight. Just like they should have voted Hannah out. I mean, Emily out. And so D is like, and they like, okay, cool. Exactly. 2 birds, 1 stone with 1 vote. Absolutely. 1 step closer to the $1 million prize.
That's it.
And so maybe they would have had to do another tribe swap. I don't know. But something would have had to give.
Yeah, you better drop your buffs.
Again.
Twice. Yep.
Yep. And so, because they would have literally had to have done that again.
Have they ever dropped it twice? Have they ever did that?
Or Joshua, no, I feel like yes, but
I think they did it to merge. That's about it. I remember a tribe swap and then a merge. Not a merge. I mean, not a swap and another swap, then merge.
So they didn't do a. Oh, okay.
And so I'm rooting for them because I'm like, yes, Reba about to. They fit to send 2 people home tonight since old boy want to quit. So D immediately writes down Seafood. Here go Julie. I don't understand. I got a last minute audible to vote out Seafood, and what's with the last minute stuff?
What you mean last minute? Sean was a last minute audible.
Right.
Definitely.
And D was hey, play check. We're good to run this play.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's how they sent her the first time. Got you. And so she gets in there. We don't know where everybody else's votes went, right? We assume Sean voted out himself. Is what we assume. Which
is crazy. That's like throwing a veto at Final 8. But I digress.
Stop. We don't talk about that.
Not the shade.
Right. And so we get the votes. And I'm almost 100% certain Seafood's going home. First vote.
Period.
Seafood.
Right.
Second
y'all
vote.
did it.
Sean. I was like, okay, I can see that because Seafood thinks Sean going home.
I figured he did himself.
Third vote. D. Huh?
Yeah, I said, now wait a minute.
Where'd that come from?
Who the hell?
But okay.
Did y'all spell Seafood wrong?
Maybe that's Sean. Maybe Sean just didn't want to vote.
Right. That's why I was like, maybe Sean just didn't want to vote.
It's a S. What do you S-I? What are you doing?
So okay. So we know for sure D did Seafood. Then we know Seafood did a Sean. We're like, okay, Sean didn't vote himself out, so he throwing shots at me, even though, okay, Sean, throw the shot at me. He voted for D. Then the next vote, Sean.
Hold on.
The next person voted out, Sean. Wait a minute. Did they not all discuss voting out Seafood?
People are too soft. I don't care about none of your. Now, you want to quit? What you need to do is wait. We got a meeting. We about to handle this meeting.
Right.
And then you can do whatever it is you want to do. But we got a meeting. Yeah. We're going to handle this tribal council. And if you want to leave after that, take your little raggedy bag and go.
Exactly.
Hold that boat. Hold on. One more. Yeah. That's exactly what I would have said.
Angie said the real move would have been for J Maya, Sifu, and Sean voting D or Julie.
Sifu was too missed it, unfortunately, because that would have been nice. That would have been breaking up the power structure of original Reba.
Yep.
But Sifu was under the mist. J Maya somehow was under the mist.
And that's what I wanted to talk about. Go ahead, Trees.
Oh, I holler when Sifu said, "Who voted Sifu?" I don't know why that tickled me. Like,
because he want to know, because he thought he was good to go.
Yeah.
So, J Maya, you spent all day long today and part of yesterday trying to tell us to vote out Sifu, keep Sean. You wanted to work
doing
with Sean.
all this work
for you to turn around and vote out Sean and keep Sifu in the game. Where did they do that at? Why? Where did this change happen? I'm confused. So she losing some points in my mind because that was dumb. You don't sit here and campaign for something because that showed me you wishy-washy. Because how you standing on 10 for one person that you didn't know. So one, you already, that's strike one. You sticking your neck out for somebody that just got here 2 days ago. Not even 2 days ago. I'm sorry, like 12 hours ago. And then now you flipping back off of this person to keep somebody that you didn't want out and you wanted out so bad. Wanted to blindside, in fact. Yeah.
Right.
She gonna find herself in some hot water soon. So unfortunately for D, she was the only one with some sense on her darn tribe to try to make a move and get two people out with one chance. And
that's a competitive edge that we want most people to have. Like to see an opportunity, be wanting to jump at it. And D got that dog.
She got the dog in her.
She got that dog in her, huh?
Just like, and Sabaya had it in too, because she wanted to vote out Emily night 1 too. And I see I wish she would have did it. I know she wish she would have done it. But my thing too, my other criticism for Sean, why you didn't have this epiphany last week?
In
your own tribe.
It took the tribe swap into you being on the bottom.
The tribe swap that you wanted so desperately. Huh?
You could have left last week.
That's a great point.
So yeah,
those 2 days were huge, I guess.
It changed that much. It was only 12 hours.
A monsoon must have came through and took all that rice or something. I don't know what
he was on his tribe. He went to a tribe with food and shelter and equipment. So yeah, she will definitely probably be the next one to go. D might be on the outs now because she's the one who voted wrong, Angie. Because
the way I would deny it, it wasn't me.
Well, he can't because Sifu asked Sean before he left. He said, "Did you vote me?" He's like, "No." He voted for D. Because who else voted for D then?
I don't know.
And he ain't got no reason to lie. He
blame it on Julie. Blame it on Julie.
That's true.
Know.
So he asked him, and that was a smart gameplay by Sifu, in my opinion. Ask Sean, "Did you vote for me?"
That bad. Yep.
Yeah. And he ain't got no reason to lie. He quitting. So he ain't got no reason to lie.
That's true. So you believe it.
Yeah. So he can deductive reasoning. It's gonna be between those three. So and they know where they.
He was looking like you.
Yeah.
He already got his eyes out.
You women's.
Yep.
One of you women's voted me out. So that's gonna be an interesting tribe dynamic moving forward for sure. And yeah, I don't know. It was this episode. The quitting. I'm over it. I can't do another one. I ain't never seen so much quitting in my life.
It's crazy. I don't. We're 4 episodes in, like Josh said. 4 original Lulu are gone, and are we counting Brandon's as a quit? I forget.
No, his wasn't a quit. He got voted out. He just sucked.
He was just so bad that it felt like no. My bad. I don't mean to this, but it's still crazy to see 4 episodes in, half have been quits. Half the people haven't had the chance to play the game yet.
Yeah,
and it's like, man,
it sucks.
Can't set that precedent in my mind.
No,
this should be like a quit. I can understand it like once every 5 to 10 seasons.
He definitely tried. But yes, it's just like, who does that? 2 in 1 season?
Week.
And somebody posted a question on on Twitter and they were asking me, they were like, so they was like, so what like could they do in the casting process to weed out people that will potentially quit? And honestly, I don't have that answer. I said, knowing that you can play this game has to come from within. You have to know within yourself if this is something that you can do from start to finish, and if you get voted out in between time.
Do they have incentives? Like money if
I'm sure they have a stipend. I'm sure they have a stipend.
That's exactly what I do. You don't get no money unless you win. How about that?
Oh my gosh, great point. Weather hasn't even been bad.
That's what I think. Is it a monsoon or something? Because I remember old girl had quit and she was like, it's been monsoon 3 days in a row. That's it.
That's understandable.
I get it. I don't like being wet.
When you're out there shivering, it's been raining for 5 days. That's happened before. And so it's like, yeah, it happens. But I don't know. I think my answer is you have to somehow, I know this is, I said it quarterly. You have to get dogs. You have to get people that want to play, want to be competitive. Where
so they
you got weed out the week.
For me, if I wanted to quit, so I know I can't do Survivor, but if for some reason they decide to cast me, call me, knowing I want to be on Big Brother, which I'll be pissed off first of all, and they'll never hear the end of it, and they call me to get on Survivor, and I'm on that island, and I get to the point like, I really cannot continue to do this. I'm just gonna start going off on my tribe members to make them want to vote me out. So that way I get the experience.
My ego won't let me quit. No. Now, if I want to go home, I'm going to do everything in my power to be like, Treese, need to take her ass on that boat. Yeah. Don't forget your bags. Yeah. But you would not hear me say, I want to quit.
I'm not telling you to vote me out. I'm going to say,
what am I going to do?
I'm going to play psychological warfare. And this may get me back in the
100%.
game. I'm going to be like,
100%.
Jeff, they not going to vote me out. I guarantee you. They
ain't Dr. Willis win that million.
I bet you they won't. Am I tired? Yes. Do I want to go home?
You ain't gonna tell me what I'm doing.
But I'm not gonna quit. What's one thing I ain't quitting? And since I'm not quitting, they're gonna have to vote me out.
Because you know who's gonna get this meal if y'all don't vote me out today? Me. I'm getting it. My name already on the check.
Right.
Jeff, go ahead and sign that. They were like, we're gonna get this bitch out of here today.
So that way, at least I can give some good TV. But I feel you, Angie. I feel like if I'm in there, if I make
I might pass. It takes a lot for me to quit for $1 million. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't quit. I would have my body shut down or I get hurt.
Anytime I want to quit, all you got to be like, Treese.
Look, Angie said what you just said. She said she might pass.
Mortgage, the light bill, the water bill, the phone bill. Like, just name that stuff, and I'll be like, you know what? Mm-hmm. Back down on this log.
Right.
Because I'm not quitting.
And end of the day,
that's all you got to do.
I just pulled the calculator out. And of course, this isn't counting taxes.
Period.
But are you willing to be on an island for $38,000 a day? Because that's what it comes down to. $1 million divided by 26 days.
I can do that. I can do that.
Now, I'm free. And it's like, if you get voted out in the meantime, hey, you got voted out. Whatever.
You tried.
You try, but intentionally asking and crying because you want to go smoke, or because you want you want an eggplant that you're not even gonna get until everybody's done.
Eli, not an eggplant.
Eli, move this. I'm censored. Okay, I'm PG-13. And so
that thing.
Like, so we got people who quitting because they want to smoke, and somebody who want they want to get that eggplant from their spouse. So I don't know. I have no words for it. Don't know what they can really change besides, like Josh mentioned, threatening that stipend.
That's all it'll come down to. Money motivates everybody. But you know what? If you quit, you don't get no stipend. How about that?
Because the tough thing is, this has been such a fun season so far. And stuff like this is a little deflating where it's just like,
because it's messing up, and I know people like, well, this and this and that, but if we want to really if we really want to go bare bones, these quits have messed up they've changed the game completely. Because if Hannah didn't quit, Emily will be gone. If he doesn't quit, Seafood will be gone, and we have no idea first of all, we have no idea with Emily being gone, how that would have impacted the game, or with Hannah quitting immediately after, they would have to introduce the swap much quicker, right? So we don't know the impact that these people quitting has done. And we'll never know what the true version of this season would have looked like without these quits. And so that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. I'm like, Felicia, this is not the true season 45. This is not the real, actual, authentic season 45 because of these quits.
Right.
So, and that's just how I feel about it. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know. I don't think it's authentic.
Yeah. I think that's all there is to say, though, where it's just like, I don't know. We can't. How excited can we get for next week knowing that we just had to quit and we thought it was over when Hannah happened? Then you had Sean do it. And I mean, I hope.
Who quit next week?
I truly think we're in a place where maybe Lulu was just that bad, but I truly think we're in a place where we'll have 14 people left that want to actually play. But
hopefully,
I don't
exactly
think anybody else will quit. But Sean's quitting came out of left field, so we don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm not afraid of spoilers, and I'm not gonna mention any on here. But it's like I've seen some stuff, and I'm just like,
oh Lord, I had no clue about the spoilers. Oh no, I'm getting nervous.
I ain't even saying nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm not spoiling nobody, and I don't know if it's accurate, right? So I'm just like, I hope that's not the case. But anyways,
take me to spoiler.
I already did, because I know truth. It was part of that what I sent you. But yeah, any final thoughts, y'all, listeners, viewers?
Don't nobody quit.
Don't get on these shows.
We've hit our quota. We hit our quota. If you have any quit in you, you better fall and act like your ankle broke. Get medevac at least something.
It's so easy to fake. No.
Well, speaking of that, the previews. I caught just a snippet of the previews. Why Jacob falling again?
I'm nervioso. I'm muy nervioso.
Very nervioso. Because
baby, he always doing something.
Because you fell in the fire.
Sit down.
Now you falling just on the ground. Yes, no more quitting, and Black people learn to work together. Exactly, Angie. And we're not saying y'all gotta try to do no cookout because that can never be replicated. We're not saying that, but leave your brothers and sisters alone unless they are coming for you. So, like Bruce, if he was to get Couture out, he'll be in his right mind to do so. Caleb getting out Sabaya, he was in his right mind to do so because you know what, they were coming for them. But the only way you need to be going for your brothers and sisters is if they are a detriment to your personal gain, not because you don't like them. Not because they annoy you, not because they the strongest member on your tribe, even though we in tribe format and we need the strongest person, but we're gonna leave that from last week. So leave your brothers and sisters alone unless they are directly hindering or impacting your game in a negativity way.
Negativity. And bro, you really have to realize that people forget you do know your vote is secret, right?
Hello.
These people don't know who you vote for. Vote for who you want to leave.
Right.
Well, everybody voting. I don't care. That vote gonna be 13-1. It's gonna be 13-1 if it's up to me. I'm gonna vote for who I want to vote for. Shoot.
Same.
Man, you know what? Maybe modern day, no one can keep secrets. You know what? It's so hard to say you're not the invisible HOH. Shout out Big Brother.
I'm a lie.
It's impossible to not tell the truth, y'all. You gotta announce it.
They injected some truth serum into these people. Because I don't. Somebody go check Jake's blood pressure. No, for real. Bless his heart. He want to play this game so bad, and I have a.
I know. Hope he's all good.
I have with the way this season going. This is the second time they done showed this man falling out. It's only so much.
First one was a nothing burger. Hopefully, number 2 is also a nothing burger.
I don't know what's the saying. Once is a coincidence. Twice is what?
Oh, I don't know that phrase. I've heard it. I know I've heard it.
Once a coincidence, twice is. I gotta Google that.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm Googling it. Hold up.
Because it something. I don't know. So brother Jake, he might be in trouble.
Once this happens, wait, okay. Never mind. No, this ain't it.
That's not it.
Hold up.
We thought we found it, y'all.
We're struggling.
So yeah, with this tribe.
Once it's a coincidence. No, that's not it.
I thought she found
Is it
a pattern?
Once is a chance, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern.
Third time it's a pattern.
Okay.
That's what I read.
Say it again.
I'm thinking of a different one.
Once is chance, twice is coincidence, 3 times is a pattern.
Okay.
So we're on the coincidence.
We're on the coincidence. Okay.
Please. Only beyond. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He keep doing all this folly. It's time for him to go home. Just like it's time for us to go home. Unless we get final thoughts.
Don't quit next week, please. Listen, or cut the episode to 60 minutes.
Hey, please give us 60 minutes. If you're not giving us 90 minutes worth of content worth watching, we don't need it.
Facts.
The other 30 minutes, just play white noise.
Just put on Gen V.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Well, what's that show they like to put on so we can just go home and just tune out that they put on Sunday? Yellowstone.
Oh. Yeah.
To fill in the time.
Go ahead and fill that in. It's a filler. Go on and fill it in.
Right. Twice is a liability. That too. Exactly. He a liability.
I know it's a lot of pilots on that what's it called? On that chopping block. Throw one of them up there. You never know. It might hit.
Exactly.
Give somebody a chance.
That's what they should do. When you know you got shows.
This is the time to try some stuff out.
That part. So, listeners, viewers, we thank you so much for tuning in and listening to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast. We appreciate you being an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. But before we leave, make sure you follow us on IG and Twitter at Who All There. Make sure you're following us on YouTube at Who All Gonna Be There podcast. And make sure you are subscribed and your notifications are on so you never miss an episode or any content we have coming out. Until next time, we out.
Bye, y'all.